Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on into the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of your beautiful spirit souls coming on in here, giving me that love, giving me that attention, giving me that like, and giving me your viewership. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. Every single thing is a trade for your time, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a trade, whether it's a coin. Everything in life is a trade for your time. That's what it is. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Let's get the lemon water started. Did you work out today? I worked out. I had to cut it a minute short, so I was a little late with the workout. Something going on here in the mood. I'm putting the lemon water into the water to decalcify my pineal gland, to keep my mind right, to keep myself going. And your body is an engine. Your body is a car. Would you put sugar in the gas tank? No. Then why would you put sugar in this gas tank? Drinking a sugary drink this morning. Everyone's having their cream and sugar. Sugar and cream are the worst two things you can have for yourself. If you're going to have coffee, you got to have it black. Don't play yourself. It has polyphenols. Coffee does have polyphenols, which are good for you in the long run. Shout out to each and every one of you. If you don't know what a polyphenol is, you may want to look it up. So check it out. We're going to drink the lemon water. Cryptolifer glug. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's break it down. What's happening today in the world of Bitcoin? Red day. Barely any coin up on the game. Everything red. Red, 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 red. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. I like XPR, though. Looks to be in a bit of a bull flag here. Atop of this point of control. If it stays above the POC, likely to make this 16% leg to the upside. 1 hour is pointing up. 15-minute is ready to rock easy. And you got some indecision down here on the 4 hour. It could be flipping to the upside. It could also dump all the way down to zero. Anything could happen. I want to make that very, very clear. Anything can happen. Let's get that ticker loaded up and ready to rock. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. All right. Let's talk about SWINGBY. Funny, you know, it's all about the long-term trades. Even when the market's up and down, you got to stick to your conviction. Look at SWINGBY. I found SWINGBY. Look what it did today. Unbelievable. But look, I found it here, and this was a diamond to me. In from the bottom, out at the bottom. You had your whiplash here, and you had your side angles. That was a diamond. I posted this on 7/26. If you look at it here, I'm searching all the time, aiming to help my team find the best setups in the game, you know? Right here I am, look, has been holding a higher low here for a week. I'm talking about SWINGBY. That's on 7/26, and then like a couple hours later, I'm like, SWINGBY is also showing a reversal diamond. And when I saw that reversal diamond, I was like, that's interesting to me. So I was looking at SWINGBY right around here, all right? And look at SWINGBY. SWINGBY would blaze exactly out the reversal diamond. That was the exact entry right there. It never really went lower. Did not hit his, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade, you know? And then maybe a pump group, someone got a handle on this thing. Huge move for SWINGBY. But we were in there beforehand. See, I'm not all about that jump in and get that, I don't do the breakout. I nestle myself in before everybody else sees it and wait for them to pump my bags. And that's how it works. That's the best way to do. I'm moving around here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You might notice me. I'm getting bigger. I am working out, getting stronger, feeling really good, feeling lean, feeling like a machine. Got traps on me, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. Got more traps than a swamp hog. I traded the diamond and made really good money, bro. Andrew Baez, man. Much appreciated to you, Andrew. Respect to you and yours. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to all my moderators who come in tirelessly every single day. Love learning. Zero Allegiance, East Jordan, Gregory the Sniper, Crypto Cash. Who else is here in the blue crew? DJ Porter Rock in the game. Philippe. JB says, when Lambo. You never know, JB 860. You never know. Philippe, we love you. DJ Porter Rock, we love you. And every single one of you. OMG, so lame. Still interlude. Peace. Yeah, probably sideways, right? I'm ready to make 100 billion and donate 90 billion. With all men, so pumped. 8th new moon this year has come with a lifer's energy. Shout out to Lakachi Coker. Love you. You guys heard Taiwan thing. We don't listen to nonsense. Trading group. Yep. And then there's Chinese there. We don't even know what it says, but it probably says something amazing. We hope. We don't know, though. The greatest community in all of the interwebs. We may be a small group, but we are more capable than the larger groups. I'm a lifer for life. Love to all the lifers. I mean, honestly, we would get more done. Lifers would show. You say how many lifers can show up at this location? I think more lifers would show up than almost any other YouTube channel in the game. So, chasing trades all day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm going to make me a trilly, right? Hyper wants to make 10 billion and donate 9 billion. What about taxes? When you donate a lot, you get to write them off, bub. Figure it out, Randy. Obviously, you don't have an accountant. You must not understand accounting too well. Shout out from South Florida. I'm a diver, getting ready to go now, but I'll check the live again later. Bless you. Wow, he's about to dive into the deep dive. That's so cool. I would love to do that. So we nailed SWINGBY for massive gains. Woke up today for gains. And yes, we didn't hit every single trade. It's been tough trading. I'll be honest. I put out a link to my whole group. Last 3 days have been the worst trades. Like, almost every one of my trades have been stopped out. They've been hunting, stop hunting. There's been less liquidity. 6 weeks, we were banging. Like, for 3-4 weeks, it was money, 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 money. Last couple of days, you got to kind of watch out. They're stop hunting for days. They're going up in the short. Look, and you can see it. Look, this is chop. The short goes up, the short goes down, the short goes up, the short goes down, the short goes up. And that's the same with the long. We're trading chop right now. And trading chop is tough. Some of the toughest stuff to trade in the world, you know. We're in some of the hardest trading ever, really. Like, you got the Fed playing games. You got the Dow Jones, yes, coupling or not coupling. You got a lot of funky business here. So, shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. May just swip to, I may swip to trap, man. I may just flip to trap beats today because it's just better. I'm just getting sick of, like, you know, I'm with you. I'm with you. Keep it super, super hip-hop today. So, look, we got a bit of a rounded top starting to form here for Bitcoin. All right? Rounded tops are no good. Rounded tops do not pay the bills. You'd be looking for a pop-up. This would be an inverted cup and handle that could dump you back down to the trend line. So, just something to think about. All right? This was kind of an inverted, this is a cup. There's your handle up there, and you're coming back down. I got something else prepared for that right now, though. Check it out. So look, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, I built this 3 days ago, right? And it's been solid so far. 22,778. We're extremely oversold in the 4-hour, but that's what they've been doing. They've been pinning the 4-hour, crushing you on the daily and the 22-hour. That's kind of been the mode of operation recently, and like I can prove it to you. Like right here, look, pin 4-hour. That was the 22-hour banging on us. Pin 4-hour. 22-hour banging on us to the downside. Pin 4-hour, 22-hour, pin 4-hour, 22-hour banging on us. So I'll show you what I'm saying in a second. But right now, this is so you can't go by the 4-hour low stochastics anymore. You got to switch it up. You got to find another way to gain an edge in the market. So they're finding too many people were long in the 4-hour and they started playing with it. That's really what happens. You know, and they picked another time frame to kind of coincide the algorithm with. It was the 22-hour, we believe. And once we started trading with the 22-hour, we were spot on again. We caught the market maker right in their tracks. Like bang, bang. Honestly, the short was right there on the 22-hour with the wicks. You had tweezer tops on the 22-hour with high stochastic. Bang, bang, bang to the downside. We were hoping we get a bounce, hoping we get a bounce, hoping we get a bounce. They keep kind of shredding it, but shredding it slowly. All right. 22,007. I would like a bounce off this 22,700, 22,800 area. If we do not, it's very likely we come to 21,900. That's just the next big high volume node there that you're going to hit. Then you got this one spot here that you might bounce off of at 21,333, and then you're talking 20,800. So really you have two big levels to watch and this one big node sticking out that could stop you, right? The daily is starting to form lower, but it's just getting started. And look, I mean, that's 4 straight days of red for the, and that's why it's been hard to trade. We were in a downtrend now. We were in an uptrend for the last few days. It was fun trading the uptrend, now you're in a downtrend. So you trade with the daily. When the daily pushes down on you, short the market. When the daily pushes up on you, long the market, okay? Look at the 22-hour right now, pushing to the downside with a massive dump. It also has a bearish engulfing candle. I'm going to change this up to a different screen. I want to look at the candle. So clean and neat. We'll go to the Coinbase chart, USD. I'll delete everything. Yeah, see, this is just nice, neat candle, see? So, and I even take off my moving averages here because I want it just clean. And my scribble. So look, you broke this high volume node up here. You came to the high. You're likely to revisit the big area. It just where you have the most liquidity is where you'll end up most of the time. So it's likely we could end up down here, right? We could get a bounce off this lower trend line. That would be beautiful. It's held here. It's held here. However, it held every time the 22-hour got low, got low, got low. We still have room here for the 22-hour to come on down, and that gives some room for the price action. So, you know, when you see that spatial momentum, you could see that we easily could come down to 21,260, 250 area, all right? So don't be surprised if you see Bitcoin. Also, this is a bit of an M pattern. It was a clear M. You couldn't get above the previous high. You made one previous high. Fine, you made the higher high. We made the higher high. And expect, once you make the higher high, to make a higher low. So, and at the end of the day, trend analysis, right? So look, you have your low, you have your higher high, you have your higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All you have to do is put in a low here or here. You just can't put a low lower than 20,700. You go lower than 20,700, you're making a downtrend, and this whole thing is over, all right? So it's super important we hold the higher low. No matter where it is, it really doesn't matter. It's the idea of the big trend. As long as the trend can hold, we'll be good to go, all right? Shout out to 588 on the live, 246 people on the mix with the like button. Can I get that like banged on, please? Thank you so much. It's the commodity of YouTube. I traded all my Bitcoin for financial advice. Funny. Inverse Bart Simpson. No, I don't see that at all. No. Banging on that like button. Shout out to Kevin Baker and everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Like how the news says Bitcoin when they talk about crypto in general. Let's jump into the chat. How's all my people? Shout out to Michael James Reagan. Did buyers disappear? Where is the Peridala? What is it? You got to write sentences, my man. Zero Allegiance. Do you know what he said there? Do you know what that says? Blue Crew out in force 333. Shout out to CC Ireland, my man. Shout out to Gregory the Sniper. Love learning. Jolt's job report. Nah. Lifer Crypto Machine Gun. No. For contributions of food entry in 2020, business taxpayers must deduct quality contributions of up to 25% of their aggregate net income for contributions of food inventory. Bullish divergence on the MACD. Do what you want with your life. Exactly. Money. All right. Thought the chat would be far more interesting. Jumped in there. It wasn't, it's kind of a little lackluster today. So 22,860, we are bouncing nicely. Let's take a look at the smaller time frame. So this is the bigger time frame. Would love a bounce here for the move back to the upside. It is expected that we get the higher low based off the higher high, but nothing's guaranteed. All right. And the daily still has momentum to the downside. The 3-day also very overbought. Not looking good, right? Last time the 3-day was overbought right here, we had a massive dump. It was right here. See? Dump. 3 days very overbought again. Don't listen to the moon boys who tell you that we're going to 30K, 40K, and that there's no way we go to 10K. You have to be open-minded. Listen to the people that tell you they don't know. If your mentor should tell you, if you're in a trading group right now and you're just jumping into my group to see what's going on, if your mentor makes a lot of convictions, we're going here, we're going there, this is it, get away from them, because those people usually lose a lot of money in the long run. They don't show everyone the money they're losing. What you want to do is you want to be open-minded to anything is possible. Open-minded that we could go to 100K. Open-minded we could go to 10K. When you're open-minded, you're ready for anything. The second you're not open-minded, you're closed-minded. And if you're closed-minded, you will not be ready for this dump to the downside. You'll be convinced that Bitcoin's in a bullish pattern and everything is gravy, right? So, and you have to be ready, willing to be wrong. See, the guy that DCAs at the bottom and catches the bottom, he's willing to be wrong. He's willing to say, you know what? There's a chance that we don't do it. There's a chance that this isn't it. So you always have to have conviction in your plan, all right? So look, we talked about this being a double bottom on the 15th earlier today, and I drew it and I said this could be a nice double bottom to the upside, and so far, look, there it is. Measured move of the double bottom is here. So we're headed up for Bitcoin to the next resistance point and this high volume node. Makes perfect sense right there. That's our next resistance. Highly likely to tap 23,250. Not much go much higher. We did break through this high volume node. That's a really good sign. Resistance. We got through it. Again, that was just a short squeeze. All they're doing is squeezing the shorts and the leverage. There's less people trading leverage now, so you're a mark. when you're out there. It's like being, you know, the bulls are looking, or the hyenas are looking for the, you know, the wildebeest, and you're the wildebeest with the limp leg, and the hyena's about to jump on you. So there's not a lot of liquidity out there. Remember, if you're out there, it's sketchy times to be out there leverage trading. Worst time in your life to be leverage trading, in my humble opinion. Easiest time to get liquidated, easiest time to get banged out. If you think you're going to gain an edge because, say you have $1,000 in your account. If you think you're going to gain an edge, because you're leverage trading, you don't have enough money, and you're like, oh, I'm going to gain an edge here doing this. I hate to tell you, and I can't be your financial advisor, but be careful. All right? No one ever gained a free edge. Just remember that. Like, leverage trading, they give you free money, right? It's free, right? That money's free, isn't it? No, man. Nothing's free, my friends. And look at them hitting the long liquidators now that they just faked the long real quick to 23K and then just buried them. Dude, this is a vicious game if you're liquidating, if you're leverage trading. Look, they just liquidated all these longs. Now they're going to go liquidate a bunch of shorts. That's what they do. You got more buys here at 22,400 than you have up here. All right, so the liquidity is lower now than it is up there. So they're trying to bring you down to 22.6, 22.4 to fill these bags. All right, you have nothing up here now. Look, there was so much liquidity up here, right? Remember, everyone was trying to sell up here. No one is trying to sell now. Nobody. They're locking the liquidity down right now in the middle. Pretty weird if you think about it. Giving no signs of an edge really quick to BOOKMAP. Only thing we see is a buy here, but nothing else on the order book. Scant order book, pretty strange, right? Like they don't want to give the lifer an edge. They're like, the lifer got an edge too many days. We're not gonna give that edge. This is pretty crazy. Like, where is the order book? Heat map looks bearish as, yeah, I mean, it does. There's nobody trying to sell up here. We need sell orders up here to bring the liquidity. There's no liquidity. Nothing. Nobody wants it. But there's also nothing down here. 21K is the lowest buy. So they're kind of locking the price again into chop. So this is chop. And look, the price just pumped and dumped again. See, this is horrible. You would have got into a short, and if you didn't raise the stop loss in the next 2 seconds, this is hard for someone who's working trading because you got to be at the computer raising the stop immediately. Every 5 seconds. It's insanity. You know? Yeah. I pity the fool who don't eat my chili, right? Show me to the chili and wait to see what happens before trading anything. Shout out to David Kendall. Oh my God, zero. You beat me to it. The sell volume is far lower though. It is. There is a lack of sell volume. I'll give that to you. All right. But look, we just got buy volume in. That was strong buy volume. Right? Strong volume for Bitcoin right there. All right. But look at the sell now coming in hard. Like, that's just crazy. They're just going to match that candle immediately. This is just such manipulation. It's ridiculous. Makes me sick inside. Some of these days are hard to get through. I'll be honest. As a YouTuber, you know, constantly going over the charts the best I can. And some days you're just like, but that, you know, honestly, that is, to me, that's guidance. It's like, I'll tell you when the market sucks. You know, I know when the market's good. I'll tell you when the market absolutely blows and the market sucks. Sorry to use those words, but the market's not looking well at all. Looking horrible. So look, we were at this resistance point. S&P was likely to hit resistance. Let's break it down. Let's delete my old work and let's break it down. This is the S&P futures, all right? Just want to show you what's happening. We have big resistance at this high volume node here. Clear as day, right? That's the POC, actually. That's the point of control. So you don't get above the point of control, you're likely to play with the other areas of liquidity. So the S&P is attempting to make a higher high. But again, at the same time, look, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You've got to put in a higher high above this zone here, or the S&P really is in a fake recovery. Okay? I'm going to say that out loud. It's false recovery. You did break this. All right? And what I had to do is I had to make two of these because, look, you had this. You respected this. Resistance, resistance, broke it. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then you broke this other one. So that's what we see here for the S&P. Strong support here. 39. All right. Strong support here at 37.33. And the bottom there at 36.40. We did get back above this resistance point, which is beautiful. Resistance, resistance, we broke above it. But we must get above this. This is it. That's the area that we must get above. Let's take a look at what's happening to the S&P futures now. Touching the 21-day moving average on a flag. Great sign. So far, right? Without looking at anything else. That's a healthy setup, right? Moving averages are getting a little far apart, though. Worries me a little bit. All right. 4 hour finally reset to the downside, though, without much pain. That's a really good sign. See, the 4 hour was up high, overbought. Dumpage. It didn't dump. It's a really good sign that we're going to see some massive move. We're going to see a move in price action. So I'd be strong for the S&P to pump. All right. Now, it could get pinned like Bitcoin. But for a while, Bitcoin was low while the S&P was high. I thought they were decoupling or something. Something was off. Because Bitcoin has been pinned down here on the 4 hour for a couple days. The S&P is not. But look, I mean, the S&P did something amazing. In 16 to 20 hours, it reset the stochastics, but never went below the previous resistance. It's a really good sign. That's what you want. You want this to reset every time. See, I'm going to teach you how to trade. Stochastics are low, you're down here. You come up, stochastics get low again. If you would make a lower low down here, no good. The stochastics always reset. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So look, up, down. So you're down here, you come up, you had a higher high. Bullish. You come up, you make a double bottom. You know, still bullish if you get the bounce. Every time you come back and make a newer low on the stochastics, you're making higher highs on price action. That's an uptrend, my friends. And you're holding an uptrend right now for the S&P, clear as day. I mean, look, low, high, higher low. That was not good. Even, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You just got to put in the higher high, higher low, which it looks like you're doing right here. So I am bullish on the S&P. The futures, they're very bullish in the 4 hour. 1 hour has momentum to the upside. We could get a break above resistance today. So that's what you're looking for. 1 hour doesn't have to do miracles. It just has to break above the resistance for the S&P. So you're looking for the S&P to get above here or here, these two levels. Then it can kind of go sideways again and continue. But the 4 hour is very bullish. Also, look what we see on the S&P. Swing up to swing up. And this is like it swings up, but not half as sharp as that is. Class C, hidden bullish divergence. That's a hidden bullish. Potentially get a move to the upside here for the S&P futures. So the S&P futures, when we dig them out, when we look at them, somewhat bullish. 15-minute needs to come on down, but that's just the 15. As long as we stay in this pattern, all is well. I like the 1 hour momentum, and I really like what the 4 hour is doing. The daily, however, is overbought. So we're going to have to get a monumental move above resistance first before the daily dip. So here's the deal. If the 1 hour can go sideways and doesn't give us much, we're dumping. If the 4 hour goes sideways and doesn't give us much, we're dumping. If the 4 hour can propel us above this node, above this resistance, somewhere up into this area, touching the 200, then when the daily resets, we can come here, make a lower high, a higher low, and then boom. So the daily does need a reset. Can we get the 4 hour to blast us up again first enough? So when the daily does reset us, we get a higher low. And I've done this for years and years, and I've backtested this on thousands of assets. It happens a lot. 4 hour will push you high enough, and then when the daily comes down, but you got to heed both time frames. And that's the issue. When you're a beginner trader, it's super hard to be like, where's the daily? Where's the 4 hour? And then you look at the daily, you look at the 4 hour, you're so confused. I've played this out of my mind over and over again. So I've seen the daily high, I've seen the 4 hour low, and I've watched it. Kind of know the probabilities of what could happen based on that. And that's not even a trading probability. That's just, I've been here for that long watching the market. So no one can take your time away in the market. If you have time in the market, nobody can take your time away in that market. I'm telling you right now, it'll change your life. Just keep putting in the time in the market. Keep watching price action. You may not even have to have a trade open. Watching price action consistently over and over again. I went to Coinbase.com for the first time in a while today. They were minting a free NFT. I downloaded the Coinbase wallet, which I've already had on my phone. It'll give you a way to scan a QR code. They'll ask you to scan the QR code at Coinbase, and you'll get a free NFT. You never know. 2-3 years from now, what if that NFT is worth $4 or $5 grand? You never know. And I started using Uniswap. We got free Uniswap turned into $12,000. So you never know what could happen. All right? Never have any clue. So, I pity the fool who questions zero allegiance. Like a super chat. Like a super sleuthing that S&P. Like a super sleuthing that S&P. Shout out to Wen Dizzle 333. Another moderator in the house. We got so much blue crew. We loving it. Hi, Sam and the Lifers. Best place to spend your time each day. Shout out to Matt Stevens. We love you, Matt. And let's get a big sip of that lemon water, everybody. Let's hydrate. Make sure to hydrate yourself every single day. Make sure you're on point. Guided meditations, hydrations, everything you can do to keep yourself doing the move. We've got a little bit of a short squeeze here for BOOKMAP. We got 17,000, 3,400, 4,283. Not as big as we want, but that was a pretty good liquidation there to get us back to 22,000 880. However, 23K is resistance. Right here is heavy resistance right there for the S&P, and that's the same for Bitcoin, right? Look at Bitcoin yesterday. Look, we couldn't get above it. We couldn't get above it. We couldn't get above it. And I said, 23K is resistance. You can't get above 23K. You can kiss your booty goodbye, all right? It is what it is. So look, I mean, I'll show you what I believe was happening here. We're in this bear flag, bear rectangle for sure. It's a bearish rectangle. You breached. You broke back in. Got a little bit of a diamond here. Look. You had a little bit of a diamond that did break to the upside. You see that? Diamond comes in, pumps back out. Now you're dealing with this level. However, the 15-minute wants to boom. 7-minute is like indecisive. The 7-minute is about to be the one that dumps us. Crazy. This is insane price action, I'll tell you that. Look, I'll show you a few things that I'm looking at, though. I've seen enough price action that if anyone can figure it out, it will be me. I believe that. So, look, this is what I see. That was a beautiful trend that one. You get a lot of touches on that trend. You could attempt to put this one in like this and make it a real steep symmetrical triangle, which I'm cool with. You see that? So you definitely broke out of the symmetrical triangle. Where is the symmetrical triangle? I'll show you. It's the highlighted. Okay. That is a 50-50 shot. I use sometimes multiple patterns because you don't know exactly what the pattern is. That's being open-minded. Always being open-minded. All right. So we called this double bottom. We got the pump to the upside. It looked beautiful. We got above resistance, and I thought the day was going to start awesomely wonderful. However, I did start the day saying to be careful. At the end of the day, the 50-minute's still low with momentum to the upside. So even though we got sold down, to me, that was just manipulation, So at the end of the day, you have oversold 1 hour pushing up. You have an oversold 15-minute pushing up. I trade those to the upside regardless. So this tells me we're going to retest here off the top of this trend. So let's look at what happened on the 5-minute. Oh, wow. So this is exactly what happened. Look at this. So here, they manipulated the move, but enough people had their orders on the trend line that they got the bounce back to the upside. And we did break through the channel again. So I would negate this pump and this dump, act like we never did it. This is hard to do, but you act like this never happened. You zero that out like it just never happened. Sometimes I actually would grab the color. I would grab paint. Funny, I would grab the paintbrush I would grab the highlighter and I would just highlight over it, right? And so just act like you never did that. That was a manipulated move, but the pattern's still intact, technically, right? Breakout, fake out, breakdown, still in this tight channel. And you still want to go to the upside on the 15-minute. Now, I don't like the 7-minute, but yeah, it's still got momentum. So I would stay bullish regardless of what I just saw here, which is ridiculous, I know. But that's how you got to trade. You got to maintain the plan that you were on regardless of what they did to market structure. As long as market structure is still intact, which it is. Now, this is like advanced trading. This is something that you won't even get to until I didn't even get here until 5 years of heavy hardcore trading, because you don't even, at the beginning, it's just patterns. Then you see pattern. You don't even know when a pattern's breaking. You haven't seen it enough. And I'm not saying everything I do is right. I'm formulating a plan here. I mean, this is the breakout right there. Look. So you broke back in. You were still in this pattern with a move to the upside. Measured move is the length of the base of the triangle. It's at a 50-50 breakout, right? I'm still calling the measured move where we went to before, 23,140. Off the 15-minute, pushing to the upside. The 7-minute is going to kind of give us a flag. But look, and we're buying, and they're getting the buy pressure bought right back up. I mean, I'm a stochastics trader. When the stochastics tell me we're going to push, we usually push. Super important we get above the resistance. As you can see, it was really right here, 22,926. I want a candle to close on the 1 hour above 23K to remain bullish. All right. But this is the small time frame chop. All right. Don't get caught up on it too much. So far, the 1 hour is still bouncing to the upside with momentum. The 4 hour Finally had a bullish move. And look at that. I mean, those are tweezer bottoms in the 4-hour. When you see tweezer bottoms in the 4-hour, it's likely a bounce to the upside. I mean, that's usually your high or low. Look at the tweezers there. Oh, sorry. Look at the tweezers right here. I mean, that's huge tweezerness. That's a lot of buy pressure right there. So we went to low 22,006, and people said, no, we want more, baby. They're kind of saying 22K is the even Steven number to be at. Interesting. 4 hours trying to tell you enough is enough. I want to bounce. You know, I want to flip the daily. I could see it happening. Now, remember, at the end of the day, as long as we stay above, you got to look at your macro ideas and stay macro. You can't get emotional. The macro idea here is that we stay above the 200-day moving average. All right? Moving averages are going to get tight, too. You want them to get tight. All right? When they get really tight, that's going to be our next big catalyst for Bitcoin. Now, one reason why I believe we won't go to this low here of this node is because the 200-day moving average is moving through price action. What you want here is, look, first, this is what happens. First you fall. This is exactly how the bear market starts. You fall below the 200. All right? Now, and then you stay, and then you try to get above it. Rejection, rejection. You can't. You come for your next move, you get rejected again right there. But then you kind of make a move and you bounce off of it. That's a big indication something's changing. Then you come up, you come down, you bounce off it, the area again. Soon, we should be bouncing off the 100 and not the 200-day moving average. See right here, there's the 100-day moving average. That should soon take place of the 200. I backtested this. This is the same if you're leverage trading on the 1 minute. And I can teach you this stuff. It's crazy, but watch. I'm going to show you the 1 minute chart for Bitcoin just to prove a point, because it's going to help us prove a point way faster. I don't want you trading the 1 minute, all right? I'm going to go to FTX, flip on the 1 minute, but I'm going to show you something very, very interesting, all right? Very interesting. I just want to see what I had drawn on this chart. I do so many different fun drawings. What did I draw over here? I mean, it's likely we get sucked back up to that big liquidity. We broke this high volume node. That's the bigger idea, you know, that I kept saying. So look, I'm going to show you something really interesting. How price action works. Let me teach you. So when you trade the 1 minute on leverage, you're trading how price action falls through price action. Now watch this. This is going to be really interesting. But I backed this for years to figure it out. So look, you fall. First thing you do is you break the moving averages. Then you try to retest usually the 21. Look, you don't get above the 21. Then you fall, then you retest the 21 again. You don't get above it. Then what do you retest? The red line, the 50. So look, the white line, then you retest the 50, right? You break that. Now you retest the 200. You see that? Now the 21 goes below all price action, and now you're still trying to get above the 200. Once you hit the 21. Once you break above the 21, you go for the 50. Once you get above the 50, you go for the 100. See? You got rejected. You know, you broke up, got rejected. You got rejected by the one. Once you break the 50, you go for the 80. And look how you got rejected by the 80 right there. Then you came up and you got rejected. Look, I'm going to prove this to you. You come up, you get rejected by the 21. You break through that. You come up or you get rejected by the 50. Come down. You come up and you have this high volume break. You bounce off the 50. You get rejected by the 80. You bounce back off the 50. You get rejected by the 100. You come down to the 50 again, you fly up, and you start to challenge the 200 now. See, look, you challenge the 50, you challenge the 80, you challenge the 100, then you challenge the 200. That's when the trade ends. So you get into the trade when you're below, and as price action moves through them, once you're at the 200, you're out. That's how you leverage trade in the 1 minute. Leverage trading through price action with the moving averages. So once I'm away from the 21 and I see the bullish divergence, so I would always look for the bullish div, the strong bullish div. And again, I used to do a boot camp 1 minute trading on leverage, but I don't do it anymore. I felt it was bad for the beginners, and I said they can learn from me spot, and after 2 to 3 years, if they want to get into leverage trading, they can do that. You know, so I moved away from teaching people how to trade leverage. All right, but you can use the 1 minute to learn so many different things. So look, the same thing here. Look, we hit the 21, then we challenge the 50, the 100. But once you get above the 200, huge move. Then you usually challenge the 200 again, and then you're gone. So you can see how like price action actually has been moving through. Look at this. 1 minute actually is telling you something. That was a pretty big spike right now that we just got back above 23K. And didn't I just say I would play this the same way as if it was ready to go again? I've been doing this for a long time. I said I would just keep trading this the same way, and look what happened. It kept going. That took me years to figure out. You won't find another channel that's able to make a flip for you this fast. Tell you that it was likely we're going to continue back to the measured move. Why? Because I'm a stochastics trader and I put my trust in them. And when I saw them moving up to the upside, I've trusted them so many times in my life, I had to trust them again. Bam, a short squeeze. Short squeeze orange juice. Every single day now, it's a short squeeze. Every single day. It's not the buyers pushing the price up. It's the liquidations of the shorts. And then the long. So there's really no one buying and selling right now. We're kind of stuck in limbo. It's the leverage traders moving price. Do you get it? It's the only reason we're moving recently. Because people are leverage trading and they're getting rocked and wrecked. Thank God for the liquidations. They're helping us trade altcoins. But they're not enough. We need more volume than this. And so this is why we've been stagnant. Trading in the summer will be the hardest thing you've ever done. All the rich people take the summer off. They take it easy. So you should take it easy. And don't go too hard, huh? Don't go too hard when there's lack of liquidity in the market. All right, just something to think about. We broke back above 23,000. We need to maintain that. This double bottom here needs to hold and hit the measured move, which I asked it would. And there it goes. It did hit the measured move. Shout out to anyone that did play that double bottom. It was the most volatile, but we did eventually hit the actual measured move of this double bottom. I called the double bottom this morning when I did an update for the group. You know, it looked like a bit of a double bottom there. Man, I poured rain last night, and this morning I just noticed something through clumps of mud at my house front door, and my brother's bumper is hanging down, fixing to do early AM stakeouts. Also, in the rain last night, people were messing with you. Someone threw clumps of mud on my house front door, and my brother's bumper is hanging down. Wow. Someone's creeping on you, man. Sounds like you're from Texas. I don't know, though. So here, resistance, resistance, resistance. I don't really care what happens today. As long as we stay above this resistance, super important. We hold that as support and make our move to the upside. 50 minutes about to get spent. That's all we got. But what a blast off for the 15-minute. A lot of camera, a lot of action. A lot of action. Rising price with rising volume. Virginia 757. Thanks, Mr. Lifer and team. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Who can make the funniest comment? What's the funniest comment out here? Where's the funniest comment? Someone writes Bitcoin making moves like we're not watching it. For crying out loud. I love you people. You people are amazing. The cryptolifer, Bitcoin's making moves. Really? You think so? So look, if you look at the 7-minute, there was no manipulation at all. It's just been clean. How crazy is that? Oh, except, no, there's the huge wick. The 7-minute wick. 7-minute was clean, though. Look at that. Had you started with the 7-minute on the low stochastics and ended when they got high above the dotted line, I mean, right there, just crazy. I'm amazed. But look, how do we get the measured move of the price action? Simple length of the pole. Length of the length of the previous triangle. How do we get the triangle? We just stayed true to the trend lines. Okay. Did I know this? No, this just happened. Also, look what I just see now. I didn't see this till before. Till right now. Look at the giant double bottom there with a bigger measured move. Matic 3S in a cup and handle. But Bitcoin's in a big move on the 4-hour. I would be careful. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. Funniest comment, counter trade lifer for gains. Hey, you never know. I'm not saying every single coin I put out is awesome. You know, SuperChat's Matic. Nah, it's not Texas. No mud here. The beginner's course will enhance your trading group. Live stream experience, 1,000%, truly life-changing and a game changer. Everyone, I teach beginners today, every day. So you're just saying when I called Phantom at 18, counter trade, that would have been a good trade? You're saying when I called EGLD at 20, counter trading, that would have been a good trade? You're saying when I called Bitcoin live last week on the 7-minute divergence at the exact bottom where it would eventually bounce from to the upside off the bottom of the channel here, right here, I called this live. You would have counter trade that and made money? I called that live. So I'm just saying, you're saying counter trade that, you would have made you money. Counter trading that would have dumped you. So I called that live. Like, that was a beautiful trade. The fact that, here's the deal. I'm on the live stream every single day. Most YouTubers aren't doing that. They're editing a video every day, but they're not live every day. So they're not putting themselves out there every day. I put myself out there every single day. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between this channel and other channels. That's why I get the respect. That's why we have a movement we have. Because other people are afraid to put themselves out there. I bought 3 grand worth of Bitcoin yesterday. I am not afraid to put myself out there because I believe in what I'm doing. I know 4 years from now, people will look back on that Bitcoin buy and they'll go, that was probably one of the smartest moves that dude ever made. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hard work is part of the personality. It really is. Like, you hire me to come. If I'm your friend and you need help, I'm going to be your hardest working friend. You invite me to your house to help you move or something, I'm going to move so much equipment. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. Look at this chop. This chop is absolutely ridiculous. This is disgusting. I'm just like, you can't trade this stuff. You can't trade this. You can't trade 7-minute candles that wick up and down every 5 seconds. Impossible to trade. Yeah. I respect those live more, sir. Yeah. You are the light. No dive to hide or be shady. Truth makes you true. Let's go. That comment was sarcastic for the funniest comment. He got you. I guess he did, yeah. Do you know why the European stock markets are going down? Greece. And you all removed. Counter trade and see what happens. Yeah, there you go. Sam asked for the funniest comment. Then he got offended. Now I'm getting offended by Chrissy. That makes a pure manipulation. I mean, that was kind of it was a left-handed compliment. It was kind of a sideswipe, you know? Also, I know that dude, and he's not like a real lifer. He's kind of like a, you know what I'm saying? So, I knew the name of who said that, Chrissy. If it was you, Chrissy, it would have been completely different. You've already claimed loyalty to the lifers. So, it was kind of a shot. Dude took a shot, you know? He took a shot at me. Hey, take a shot at the lifer. I'll just stand there. You can punch me in the stomach. Everyone who wants to take shots at me over here. 7-minute is canned. So now you need a short squeeze for anything else to happen. 7-minute is canned. Canned tuna right now. But look, now they raise the liquidity up here. They're bouncing around. This is getting crazy. Looks like we will go to 23,004. There's just more liquidity up here. But they're going to battle us between 22,600 and 22,400. Lifer makes lemonade from lemons. I'll throw down. What's up? I had an open trade going, but I had to go to Lowe's. What the L? Lifer loaded my truck with a smile. Dude, I had to go to Lowe's too. We ordered a screen door, and, you know, they're going to replace a giant, you know, deck door for $2 grand. We paid for it. We got it 2 months ago. They never called us. It sat there. I'm like, my wife called today, like, what is going on? Hey, Lois, I think I ought to grow a beard. Peter Lois. Hey, everybody, I got the guy who does the voice. Yeah, I got the guy who does the voice for Peter Griffin. He says he wants to come on the show, but he can't show his face. So I said, all right, you can come on the show. Come on in, dude. Come on. Is that all right, Sam? Yeah, it's been a long one. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. All right. You're going to do the Peter voice for me? Yeah, why not? All right, cool. Hey, everybody, if you're going to go watch cryptolifer if you're going to watch crypto at all, any type of crypto show, I suggest you watch cryptolifer on YouTube. You know, me and Lois, we watch cryptolifer all the time. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your ear. Hey, everybody, we're going to leave Meg at the gas station. 1, 2, 3, close the doors real quietly. Hey, even you, Brian, don't bark. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I love Quahog and I love beers. I love drinking beers and Quahog. Love you all. Brian and me, Brian's my favorite dog in the world. Me and Brian will go across the country and we'll sign autographs. We love the cryptolifer. Shout out to you, cryptolifer. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. And that's it. That's it. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Oh, I watched Jordan Cameron for Series TA and market breakdowns. Oh, my gosh. You're funny, man. Jordan wouldn't have been able to pull this off, I'll tell you that. I love that kid, though. He's a good kid, man. I love everyone on earth. Everyone deserves to be loved. Crypto Savvy needs love. You know, Jordan needs love. Everybody needs love in this world. If you love people, you're just going to spread more love into your own heart. When you hate on others, you hate on yourself. I want to make it a point. When I do criticize others, when I go over certain things, I'm competitive. I'm just competitive. And I'm like, come on. Like, you call that technical analysis? You know what I'm saying? Like I put in the work every single day. So it's very similar. I look at it this way. Your friend's a carpenter. He comes to your house. He does a great job doing carpentry, right? And then another guy goes, you know, oh no, you hire a guy, he comes to your house, he does an absolutely horrible job. He's a nice guy, but he does a horrible job. And then you see your friend about to hire him again. You have to go up to your friend and be like, dude, don't hire that guy. He's not a good carpenter, right? So I get all my crypto trades from Business Insider. Yeah, it's a good idea. A telemarketer tried to sell me a coffin yesterday. I told him that's the last thing I need. Gregory the Sniper. Hey, any actual news? I'm clueless. CRV is looking juicy. Shout out to Armand Habits. I love you, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Gregory always has them. Shout out to Gregory. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. Love to everybody here. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I shove my foot up your ass. I was like, I got to do it. I don't like to swear, but that one I have to just, it's so funny. A few of them I can do well because I've practiced them, but once I go to other words, I gotta work on it, you know. If I sat in a room all day, I could gang. I think I could do his voice pretty close, but you wouldn't notice, you know. Then we do the Mark Wahlberg, baby. It's the Mark Wahlberg. Babe, it doesn't matter, babe. I went to the gym, I played a cop, I did it all, babe. It doesn't matter, all right? I got the Boston accent. They put me in the movies. It works, babe. It works. Don't question me. I'm gonna do it. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm at the gym today. I'll be at the gym 6 hours. I'll see you later. Mark Wahlberg. So look, I mean, short squeeze still pushing to the upside. We got above 23K. At the end of the day, now I make my flags. It's all about the flags here. We got to make a flag. You know what I'm saying? Spot on, Marky Mark. Nancy Pelosi reached Taiwan. Oh my gosh. Jesus. She should stay out of Taiwan, man. Next stream, bow tie maybe. Hey, send me one in the mail. Hey guys, you can send me stuff in the mail if you want at P.O. Box 320773, West Roxbury, Mass. If you want to send stuff in the mail, please. P.O. Box 773-320, West Roxbury, Mass. 02132. Send it in. So look, the 7 minute should be making a flag here after all the shenanigans. We did get the pump though. I can't believe it. 7 minutes should make a flag. I'd like to stay above my zone here. 22,931. Please, Bitcoin, can you play with us today and not ruin the show? You know? So let's go back to my bigger chart for Bitcoin. My Binance chart, the one and only. All right. So we boomed up, but like, was it amazing? No. We just got rejected by this top trend line on the 7. So at the end of the day, unless we short squeeze above this, we just got rejected by 23,147, which was resistance, resistance, resistance. See, I have my line there. I had my line even before we hit it. So that was a place we should have hit. Look, bounce. That's why you set good support and resistance lines. See, resistance, resistance, resistance there. If you're good at your support and resistance and you have a good knack for it, you'll be putting your lines exactly where price should stop and start a lot. Like you'll be like, oh, there it is, right where it look. So price went right to my area and wicked. Why? Well, we figured that out. All right. So I talked about a bounce in this area. I showed this days ago that we would bounce. When we were way up here, I was hoping for a bounce here. Okay. You could call that a shoulder, a head, and a double bottom. I mean, that was ugly. I did find the double bottom down here. That's the earlier one last night. But on the show, remember we drew this one, and then even that and that, right? We saw that at the beginning of the show, before this even pumped. We saw womp, womp, double bottom to the upside. You know, it's not a lot of, it was a bump up, cool. I liked it, but you're at resistance now, all right? So, hold on. I like to just have a fresh, I have so many different ideas that I keep them all locked and loaded. But look, at the end of the day, the 1 hour still has momentum. So, but you're clearly at a resistance, like you're at resistance again for the 1 hour. So the bulls must get above the zone. Bulls must push above here. Preferably, I'd like to see the bulls get above this area here. So expect more downside. If you don't see 23.5, you know, it is what it is. And then slap this here. So like we got to get above these two areas to remain bullish. You don't see us break down, that's coming back down to the bottom of the pattern. Simple as that. Simple as that. Or possibly making a double bottom here. You know, we don't know until we get to the zone. So if you don't get above here and bounce, you're likely to make a bearish retest and dump. All right. So this area is serious. I will tell you one thing, and I'll show it to you. The 200-day moving average, look, every time we got below it, we went lower. We got below it here, we went lower. We hit it here, we went lower. We're just hitting it now. So, and don't worry, at the end of the day, it's fine. We just need to make a higher high and bounce off this resistance, this support, this support. I wouldn't want to see a double bottom there. I would like a higher high, you know. So we basically can't make a low lower than this zone, this low volume, this node here at 21,275. So when we do bounce, if we do fall, we can't go lower than that. All right. 1 hour didn't really give us a lot of momentum. That was a lot of shenanigans in the small time frames, but fine, it was a bounce. But look, we're right at resistance. Must break above. You want a short resistance, you want a long support. All right. You still have momentum. All right. You still have momentum. I'll rock the bow tie. Come on, Bitcoin, get up. Phantom will follow. Let's crash. My limit buy orders are lonely. You're funny. And now all in chat. Buy dot. You're funny. Bitcoin gonna go up. Bitcoin gonna go up. Okay, but that's 2.2 Matic. How does our solar system keep its pants up? With an asteroid belt. Giant M possible if we fall on the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This could be a giant M. We did make a higher high, though. So, but it still is an M. I agree. Measured move of that M. Yeah, I'm open-minded to it. Bring you here. And then you'd have to take the move from the middle to here down. And that takes you down to like 17,000. That ruins this whole show, you know. So, also, rising wedges break to the downside 68% of the time. And that's a rising wedge, so you got to heed that. And the more we go up, the more we could dump all the way back down to here or here. But I showed you that already on the daily and the 22-hour time frame, and I showed you to watch those levels. So we've already looked at the bigger time frames and gave you that. You know, that's why I do that. So you can be like, okay, that's where we stand. I get it. Now we zoom into the smaller time frames and we battle that. We battle through, you know, and we know, like, no matter what happens, this is a probably nice short if we don't get above the zone. Okay? Soon the 1 hour will get overbought. However, there's short squeezing all over the place. So you get into a short and you might just get squeezed right out. Then they'll dump you down again. It's been vicious trading. Vicious. 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 Can you check Crow for me since I am a douche? Don't say that. You're not that. I won't even say that word. You're not that. Super chats, Matic 3S and Crow. You got to be more positive. We all need assistance. Now that we are on an hour in the show, do you think you could go over Bitcoin real quick? You're so funny, dude. Are you serious? I think that is the funniest comment, right? I think he's trying to still make funny comments, right? That's what's going on here. You're just doing the live stream or the trading group. In your opinion, is the NASDAQ and Bitcoin correlated? Yes, somewhat, but the S&P more. That's out of control. Yeah, I'm just chilling, not trading this chop. Funniest comment. That was funny. Why haven't aliens visited our solar system? The reviews 1 star. Is this a Bitcoin show? I'm not touching this with a barge pole. What kind of stock RSI are you using? We only see major support. Interesting. So look, there's the rejection right there. 15-minute got overbought. I mean, simple as that, and started to make a bearish move. You can get saved by a flag, and that's why I flagged, because so many days I was like, oh, we're dumping, and then we made a flag and pump. So I learned by getting my butt whipped so many times that you project a flag. I'm telling you right now, if you've been trading as long as me, you would project the flag too. Sam, I had a ton of 333 and 7 show up around me and others a few days ago. Now I wake up automatically at 7 and follow you daily. I need some lemons. Hey man, do what you got to do. The aliens are coming to mine Bitcoin to fuel their galactic economies. You never know. Just like 77 to reach 500 likes, baby. Let's do it, everyone. Let's do it. Let's hit those likes all the way up. I didn't ask for them today. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? 300 people playing games with the lifer. If 300 people hit that like and we got to 700, we'd be at 1,000 people on the live right now. You control my destiny. Isn't that kind of interesting? You control my destiny. I'm floating in the wind here on YouTube. Without you, I'm just another guy with a channel. Help my channel become substantial. Help us go to 100,000 subs. Help us go to 1 million subscribers. We want to make $10 billion in a foundation, Lifer Foundation. We want to give $9 billion away. That is the goal. I know we're going to do it. I accomplish every goal I put my mind to, so I will accomplish that goal. No doubt in my mind, God will help me accomplish the goal, for sure. So likely we got rejected. We're likely headed back to the bottom of the pattern. We could stay in a flag and continue to pump. I'm open-minded and optimistic. It's more likely we dump to the downside. 7-minute is now overbought. 15-minute is now overbought. And you're at a resistance point. So I'd love it if we stayed above 23,000. However, it doesn't look likely. All right. Is our next support that we would love to hold is resistance, resistance, resistance right there. Can we stay above 23,890? If not, we're likely to go back down to this next area here at 22,640. You're the very best, Sam. Thank you for all the daily gems, especially the 1-minute moving averages clinic. What's the TA looking like for high BAC? I would like to learn how to chart when a lot of back history isn't available. We'll take a look at that. Thank you for the $22.22. Shout out to Wen Dizzle throwing it down. Thank you for the $35.30 in super chats. You people are unbelievable. I couldn't be here without you. I couldn't have made it all the way to 17K and back without you. Dude, we got pounded from 40K all the way to 17K, and my team stayed with me. We shorted the market. We stayed strong. Man, what a loyal group. What a strong group. What an amazing group of people that I have in my life. The lifers. I'm telling you right now, I got the greatest 764 people in the world kicking it with me every single day. I love you all. I love every single one of you. We got more paying viewers than we have in the live stream today. So, I mean, not everyone can be here. We got people from all around the world. You know what I'm saying? But we should get like 2,000 people on this live. Right? Most people cannot get that. So the fact that we did that says big things about the channel. People talk, the people speak for themselves. We're at 477 on the likes. You're talking about the 77s. Bang, up to 42 though. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you keep hitting that likes, you're going to get us to 1,000 viewers. That'll be kind of an adrenaline rush. Don't you think, everyone? 1,000 viewers on the channel. We'd get kind of like, you get my heart palpitating. You'd get me going. Don't you want to see me going? You know I get that energy. So if you want to see me going, if you want to see me get crazy, baby, then hit that like button. It's only going to help your day. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to be like, wow, that guy's, you know, I'm going to give you something to think about, something to dream about. So come on, hit that like button. You know you're in the right place at the right time. 11-12, baby. 11-12. So yeah, there's the dump. I would expect a dump. I'm telling you right now, I would expect a dump to the downside based on the 15-minute time frame. 5-minute indecisive. Oh yeah, I mean, look at the 1 minute. 1 minute is trying to make a bounce. 15-minute could flip. Anything could happen. That's why I raised my flag. If we can stay in this flag, touch the 21, then we'll continue to the upside, break through this resistance, and get above this next resistance. And the measured move is 23,571. All right. That's not likely until the flag fills. If the flag fills out, then we get a 68% chance. So we're waiting for the pattern to find the probability. Aha. All right. Just like there was a high probability we're going to break out today based on this double bottom. And it did. Even though it was a shenanigan, we still broke out. All right. And trust me, summer trading is going to be tough. You know, no dump, only pump, baby. Me and my friends going to buy at major support. Like 1,000 viewers aren't coming fast, bro. You already know it's coming. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Not to be that guy, but would you collab with other crypto investors? Yes, I would love to. As long as I have to know them, talk with them, see what's up, but I would love to. Summer magician shenanigans, right? Hey, Lifer, love your energy. Quick question. I am currently shorting. Not sure if I should keep my position or close it. Thoughts? I will never tell you what to do with your short. I can't. You know, it's up to you, man. You got in. You're where you're at. I don't know how much money you put in. I have no idea where your life is. I don't know what risk management you put in. So many things that go into question with the answer to that question. I would never. Because I'm a nice guy. And I care about my friends and family. If I don't know you, I consider you a friend. That's how I am. I consider everybody a friend until you backstab me. All right? So I stay positive until I have to be negative. I am weary, and I'm always watchful, but I consider you a blessed person until you're not. So the idea is this. If I consider you a blessed person and a friend, I can't tell you what to do unless I know, you know, I can't tell you what to do. Because that's not what a friend does. A friend gives you the best information and then lets you make your decision. So you got to make that decision yourself. If you're up huge, if I was in a short and I was up over 50, up substantially, I would be raising my stop loss into profit for sure. All right? 15-minute is highly likely to dump, so the short's likely to produce more gains. But that's what this, and you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do. I won't. So don't come here and ask for that because you're not going to get an answer. We only here for jokes and food quotes. Oh, and the shapes too. Yeah, and we draw some shapes. Yeah. Are we stair-stepping down? We are stair-stepping down. That's what we've been doing. Slowly stair-stepping down. The smaller time frames just keep making lower highs. So yes, we have been stair-stepping down. That's a perfect way to describe what Bitcoin has been doing. And 100%, you know. Let's answer Wendy's super chat. She asked about Bored Yacht Club, that new like NFT. Like they basically have like you can like fractionally get into the Bored Yacht Club ape stuff. So that's something to look at. So again, in the next few days, we may slow down. I'm not going to overpost. We're going to slow down and watch this price action. You know, 15 minutes trying to scoop here. You could keep a flag. You never know. It's highly likely you dump down to the bottom of the pattern though. Highly likely to 22,500. So you got rejected. You got rejected by resistance. You short resistance. You long support. So that would have been a short right there when you couldn't get above the resistance. Simple as that. 50-minute pointing to the downside. 7-minute pointing to the downside. So short the 7, just like we long the 7. 7 has been the go-to time frame to trade, honestly. It really has. Like, because you get your scalp, you're out. You don't care what the rest of the market does. You're in the trade for an hour, and you're done. 7-minute, really 2 to 3 hours at the most, you'll be in a trade. Usually way less. Sometimes even 15 to 45 minutes. I love the 7-minute. I think it's awesome. I use it a lot. You see it on this channel almost every single day. Right now, the 7 minutes is to short Bitcoin till the stochastics come to the downside. 7 minutes been pretty accurate with these shorts. Look, there it goes to the downside. Told you it was most likely we're going to dump. Stochastic. I'm a stochastics trader. When the stochastics tell me something's going to happen, I listen. And it makes me pretty profitable. Very small one at the end. 2020, we tapped out at 16.5, which became the future's very strong support because those who sold had to have buyers. 16.5 is where we're headed. See, I don't say stuff like that. See, that's a trader that could lose a lot of money. JB, I love you. Try not doing stuff like that. You don't know where we're headed, my man. You have no clue. Jamie, repeat after me. I didn't mean to write that. I have no idea where we're going. I'm going to recant that statement and say I'm an open-minded person. Bitcoin could go to 25. Bitcoin could go to 10. I don't know where it's going to go. Jamie, I need you to write that right now. I need you to say that because I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about any trader that says they know where price is going. You do not. You do not. Price can destroy you in either way. Yeah. That thinking is limited. Yeah, this thinking right here is very limited. We're going to 16.5. This is what happened in 2020. That can get you in a bad place. You don't want to do stuff like that. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Here's another Jamie. From one Jamie to the next. Jamie, could you help this Jamie? So Jamie Saris, can you help Jamie Thomas? We need one Jamie to save another Jamie. Can we get it done? He said the same thing on Crypto R Us earlier this morning. 16.5. What are your settings for stochastics default? Default. Yep. BTC 9K. Facts. Bitcoin dominance. 15-minute dumping. What do you think of the crypto psychics? Never heard of them. Bullish on Jamie's right now. You're funny. Use the charts. It's what I'm learning. Yep. That's what I'm buying and holding long term is the safest bet. Honestly, with the majority of my money, I DCA into Bitcoin right now. That's the biggest moves I'm making are DCAing into Bitcoin. Okay? Biggest moves that I'm making. Look at the bounce off support now. That's the 5-minute chart or like the 1-minute chart. This is crazy. But that's why I keep my flag. And that's why you don't know where price will go. We are very overbought on Jamie's. We are way overbought on Jamie's bound to crash. You're funny. I know we're going to the right. I know we're going to go to the right. That's a great statement. Credit card debt is up 13%. Wow, wow. Let's give it up to everyone that's in debt. Free trading and holding. Year on year. Credit card debt's up 13% year over year. Yeah, so they just keep adding to the debt, you know. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I'd watch this flag. We did get rejected by the top trend line. 15-minute needs to... Indecisiveness, I'll be honest, yet again. I wouldn't trade this chop. I just wouldn't. And some days you see me come up, I'm long right now, right? I see it clearly. Other days I don't see it clearly, and that's when the market... You got to listen to that. You got to hear yourself. Think about it. You're going to become an analyst one day. Say you stay in my group for 2 to 3 years. Say you become amazing. and you nail it, and you become a profitable trader, and you think every single day is going to be a perfect trade? You think once you're an awesome analyst, you think every single trade is going to be great? You think every single time you open up that trade, you're going to nail it? Anybody out there? Is every day going to be great? Are you going to hit every single trade you post? Are you going to be 100% every time, every single day of the week? See, some people expect me to be 100% because I'm the lifer. But nobody is 100%. You know what it is? They create the aura, though, right? I show up with the tie. I'm on the different shows. I got the suit jacket and the shirt. And it's like, oh, this guy, right? I get it. I get it. I get it. But no man is God, all right? No man knows everything. I pray to God every morning. Why? Because I'm vulnerable. Because I'm a man. Because I know God has way more control over my life than I do. Okay? So, when the 15-minute points to the downside, take it to the down. All right? It's risk management. Your family and friends must be so proud of the work you do. Target to the downside. Target to the downside is right here, man. You know, bottom, I mean, you're going to the bottom of the trend line. Once that, you're going to look at your next loss, next area. I've already given you all the targets to the downside on the 4 hour. I've done all that already. Through all this chop, there's an auto rebasing project making me money. Now they're launching a rebasing blockchain. Bullish on SAFU. Interesting. Rebasing, though, I don't know. SAFU token. The highest paying auto staking SAFU. The highest paying, you get 3,000. Oh my gosh. Buy SAFU. Rug pull. I don't know, man. I'm even worried to put this out. The highest auto paying and compounding protocol available. The world's first rebasing blockchain rewarding developers and users is due to be rebased in 2023. SAFU. SAFU, very own branded racing team, helping market and promote the brand throughout the UK. How much can I earn? Off $1,000 in 41 days, you can make $2,500. I mean, initial investment. Interest will be paid in 7 minutes, 33 seconds. You saw that 33? Launch the DApp. Dang, man. SAFU, the highest paying APY protocol. Fixed staking APY. I'll look at the chart. I'll do that. I'll look at the chart. Go to Dex Screener, everybody. Dex Screener. So we're going to look at a decentralized coin. We do this all the time. When the bear market runs, you're going to see me doing decentralized coins all the time. This whole channel will change in a bull market. Like, we don't even do the same stuff every day. There's more stuff. There's more action. There's different coins. It's out of control. So you're telling me this is making you money, but it tanked, right? Like, it tanked to the down. It went all the way down, man. I don't care if it's making you APY. I mean, it is at the bottom. I guess that's where I would get in. But is there more downside? I don't know. That's sketchy to me, man. So sketchy. I would rebase that money into Bitcoin. Rebase are a waste of time. Yeah, I did that rebase thing. I did that whole game. Man, I've done it all. I've tried it all. And I learned it's all a bunch of shenanigans, you know. At the end of the day, I buy Bitcoin long term and I hold Bitcoin, baby. At the end of the day, we're in this trend. And we're likely to hit the bottom of the trend and then bounce back to the upside. It's that simple. Simplify things for yourself. Every time the 1 hour broke below the 200, we went lower. We just broke with the 200. We're going to go lower. It's simple as that. Stuff is simple, right? If you break this trend line, you're going to hit a double bottom. Hit the high volume node. You break that, you're headed all the way lower. Like, bounce. I mean, all right. So you're looking for a bounce here if you can get it, but we're not getting it. And we just showed you clear rejection. Clear rejection by 23. So, $15-minute pointing to the downside, you're likely to dump. It is what it is. To the base of the triangle, you know. It's what it is. Now it's trying to retest this like same trend. It's back in the pattern, in my humble opinion. What a mess. Shout out to 774 viewers on the live. Can we keep the likes pumping, baby? Can we keep the bumps? What up, lover? Your favorite miner in the house. Shout out to Stanford, my man, LLC, man. You got to show me how to mine, man. You got to email cryptolifers, ask my wife to get on the schedule. She'll give you a date and time, and we'll Zoom together, and you can teach me what I need to know, man. Greetings from Greece, my fellow crypto spiritual brother. Never stop to be positive. Shout out to Palu, man, my love. Truth, everything I leave on vacation, I set my alarm to the rock saying that. Even at 4 a.m. for that early fight. Crypto lover. Funny, right? Looks like a bear flag playing out. Gregory the Sniper. Did you toot? LOL. So we got rejected by the top trend line. Once that happened, I suggested we would dump. 50-minute got high. It is what it was, right? We attempted a flag right here. Did not hold. All right, now you're back in this little pattern here. Like ugly, you know. And that's a bearish rectangle that dumps to the downside. So my measured move is 22,005. Likely to hit it. If we don't, expect a bit of a bounce. 50-minute is pushing down. 7 minutes trying to save the day, right? But they're both still pushing down. I see lower momentum. Bottom of the trend, baby. And honestly, I like the 4 hour and the 1 hour. I use the smaller time frames only when the market's getting crazy and I really need some type of like decisive idea, right? And look, when we zoom out, like look where we were. Like I love that idea. Like we were deep in there, looking at so much crazy price action. See that? Some people only just show you the 4 hour and they'll just show you this. I'll show you so much. I'll break down every single time frame. With me, you'll be able to trade the 7-minute scalping if you want. You'll be able to be a 1 hour trader. You'll be able to do whatever you want. You'll be able to daily trader, whatever time frame you want, weekly. I'll teach you any time frame. Then you're going to pick kind of your trading style, what you like. So look, we're going to break this node, high area resistance. And if we break that, we're likely to come down. Bigger time frame shows that we got a measured move to 21,900. All right. So it is what it is. Lifer unmineable makes it easy. Yes, bovine. I mind my own business. That's what that was written on the first penny. Mind your own business. Written on the first penny. Keep hitting those likes, everyone. We got 200 people playing games on that like button. If you smash that like button, you're going to smash me all the way to 1,000 viewers. We go to 1,000 viewers. We start rocking it. We get to amazing heights. And again, I made some calls in the last run. I'll make some calls again that are out of control. I'll put exactly what I do live on this show. I bought $3,000 of Bitcoin yesterday. I've been buying Bitcoin from 17,000 to 19,000. I use the Fear and Greed Index to buy as much Bitcoin as I can. All right. And we'll take a look at it today. Where's the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at? Sitting at 31, a little lower than yesterday at 33. But I'm telling you, I don't buy until we're at 10, 11. So we'd have to jump back down to 17 for me to start going hard. You know? Yesterday I went a little hard just in case. But I kept, and then I decided, hey, that's just a just in case buy in case we go to 30K, 40K, and that was our last chance in the 22 to 23 region. I'm open-minded to believe anything is possible. All right. Let's take a look at the ES1, the S&P futures. Okay, so we talked about it breaking to the upside, remember? We went over this. It did get a pump up, but it's at resistance now. Can't get above resistance. Same scenario. So we need a retest of the top trend line, like bounce here and a bounce back to the upside possible. 1 hour had the momentumous move, but it kind of didn't get above resistance. So not the best sign. Kind of a shoulder ahead and kind of a slanted head and shoulder. We couldn't get above the resistance here for the S&P. You know? So it is what it is. 1 hour had that move. Now we're overbought on the 30 minute, the 15, the 1 hour. That's resistance now. S&P, not a good sign for Bitcoin. S&P doesn't get above that zone. It's coming down. All right. I'm also going to change this trend line to this. I mean, that's it. And now you're likely to head to the downside. So that also spells some problems for Bitcoin today. 1 hour and the 15 minute, both bearish on the S&P. Unless we get some crazy short squeeze, looking like we're going to get a pullback, and that's going to affect Bitcoin. So you want the double bottom here. If you don't, lower trend line, and you know it is what it is. So S&P looking somewhat bearish, right, on the 1 hour time frame. So, but once the 1 hour hits that, It looks like that would be our entry for a massive move to the upside. So it looks like the 1 hour could come on down. And by 6, 7, 8 tonight, it could be a long for Bitcoin because S&P at the end of the day could close. So we'd like to see the S&P head down here, somewhere to the futures, make that close at the bottom of this trend line. And then the 4 hour and the 1 hour are both going to be overbought, oversold, ready to move. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Just joined some days ago. Love the energy here. Learned so much in just a couple days. Keep the great work up, Mr. Lifer. I'm so happy that you just came in and you like it. If we break up, what's your target? What do you set your stock RSI to? I don't set them to anything. I just go up here to indicators, type in RSI, and I type in stochastics RSI with divergences, Nebutane. That's just why mine look a little different than yours. I use this one by Nebutane. Hey, what time is it where you are, Sam? It is 11:30 a.m., everybody. And I teach class today, everyone. I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. Jump into class, all right? It is not easy for me to teach class every week. There's some days where I'm with my family, we're going somewhere, and I have to be like, I have to go back and teach class. If I'm at the beach, if we're at dinner, whatever I'm doing, friends invite me places, I have to be like, I can't do that. I teach class that day. So I am dedicated to anyone who wants to learn. I have taken portions of my life for people that want to learn. Yes, I charge the $99. And yes, I have a nice living, but I work so hard. And I'm telling you right now, if you work as hard as me, most people wouldn't work as hard as me. They just wouldn't. They would not work 7 days a week. They just would not. And so if you decide to work more than 90% of the American population, you're going to make more than 90% of the American population. It's very simple. All right. If you choose to never take a day off and you go 500 and some odd days like me, and I'm 560 days in, 558 days straight, even more. It's like 578. It started in February of 2021. So it's been a year and a half without a day off. And I love it. I love it because I know I used to be a person that would never believe that. I'd be like, Sam, you'd take a day off eventually. And if the old me saw the new me and said, Sam, I never take a day off, he'd be like, no way, dude, I don't believe you. And I believe it's because you people show up every day and you gave me something to believe in. And because other people believed in me, I believed in myself, and we ended up forming the greatest community on earth. So like, I could break down in tears right now. I'm trying not to, but it's each and every one of you that got me here. And it's all the classes that I taught and all my dedication. You know, so many people in my trading group have taken this course. And so we have 764 people in that group. And so many people are educated. So many people aren't just someone. A lot of groups just have people that just want to jump in and make some money. And so you have 1,000 people in the group. 600 people are just randomers who just, man, of our 764 people, I believe we have 764 winners that are trying to change their life and that care about yourself, that care about themselves, care about you. And they're not just your normal person that will just drive by. They're not going to drive by you. You know, I never drove by someone that needed help. If I saw you on the side of the road and I'm like, that guy needs some help, I'm pulling over. You know, I see a woman with her carriage in the train in New York City. I'm carrying her carriage up the stairs every single time. How dare you walk by someone who needs help? One day I'm going to need help. I'm going to be a 90-year-old man one day. I'm not going to be able to get up the stairs and I'm at my hand up there and someone's going to have to put their hand for me and help me. I will be vulnerable one day. I know this. I know this. I see into the future where I will be, you know? And so I want to make as many people empowered as I can. I want to educate as many people as I can. I want to change as many lives as I can. I could die tomorrow. I have no idea where I'm going to be or how long this is going to last. So I take it every step at a time, one day at a time, you know? Join the learning library, but, you know, get emotional because it's my life. I put everything into it. And it is hard some days. Some days I say, can I get a day off? I just want to take a day. But then I ask myself, like, what would I do on that day? I would be thinking about my life the whole time. And I don't think I'd be able to really feel good about my life. So it just wouldn't fit my style, you know? So I'm going to keep going until the wheels fall off, you know? S&P looks bearish on the 1 hour, bullish on the 4 hour. Needs to kind of come on down. That's how I trade alts. I like a 4 hour bullish, wait for the 1 hour to come into the sweet spot. Bang, bang, bang. We looked at FITFI yesterday. It was in a tight channel. It's still in a very tight channel. 4 hour pointing to the upside. FITFI, if anything pumps, FITFI looks like it may do some damage. This trend line must hold, right? And then I drew this bigger format. What if we don't hold? We could come down to this trend line. I'm trying to show you two ideas in one idea. I hope it worked. I'm trying to convey messages through images. But FITFI is still on my radar as a possible gainer. But look, It didn't do any damage in the 1 hour. 1 hour pumped up, you got nothing. So you're gonna have to go sideways or you're gonna lose. So FITFI's on my radar though. One of the few coins on my radar. Okay, you asked about Board Yacht BAYC for wrapped ETH. What did you ask about? Let me see. You got to say it right, like NFT BAYC or something. Sorry, it's been a while. The very best thing I've done in a decade was joining this incredible family. Join the trading group. Hit the Discord, and there's the link to the trading group. If you want to join the trading group, it is pinned in the message now by beautiful Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. We will all be chilling on our islands by then. Can't wait for class today. My first business, I worked 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., 365 for 3 years. Made the difference. My mom would bring me Christmas dinner at my store. Clients love the Christmas cookies. Great work, dude. You did it too. My first business, I worked 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., 365 for 3 years. And made the, yeah, you got to do it. The best thing I've done in a decade was joining the incredible family. Thank you. What is the Hearst exponent? Thanks, Sam, for just being you. You love your honesty. Came to this channel 3 weeks ago and never looked back. Shout out to Elam Delgado. We love you. Super Chats, Matic 3S, Crow, and Flux. Are you familiar with Fu Manchu B divergence indicator? It's a comparison to the market cipher for free. Yes, someone brought it up recently. I used to use it. It's been years. We ran through that. Sorry, Sam. I got cut out early today. I've got a heavy bag calling my name. Thanks for being you. Wading through the fire with the lifer. Shout out to Michael Scott, man. Appreciate you, brother. Keep it going with Gregory. Great job. Everyone is working longer hours during this bear market. I know. Are you familiar with step 1? When you read Lever's testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. And do we get any new ones today? You never know. I like to just check if we got a new one. Let me keep moving with the charts. I want to get into the super chats right now. I want to get distracted. 22.9, we're still kind of, they're playing games right now. Look, man, that's why you draw this little flag. Like, we're kind of hanging out in this little flag now. We are, look, resistance. That is support. If that support's hold, that'd be awesome. There's a high volume node right there sticking out. So we should get a bounce. I mean, traders like to bounce there. It could be a lot of limit orders just buying in right now. It'd be great if we get it. See, at the end of the day, the bulls need us to break above this. We get above here, we can breathe. We stay in here, the bulls take us down. It's pretty simple. This is going to be a big area of control. We got to get above this, you know, the trend line of this falling wedge. All right. Let's get back into the chats here. It's $48 in super chat. You people are unreal. 591 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? 708 people on the live. See, if you guys just kept hitting that like. If everyone did their job and we all hit the like, we'd be at 1,000 people right now. But not everyone did their job for whatever reason. We don't know why. But we couldn't get the likes all the way up like we do. Lifers, hit the like button, man. I know I would hit the like button for you. I know it. I know in my heart and soul I would never not do it. If I watched your channel and I believed in you, I'd hit that like button every single dang day without a day off, man. I would make sure I'd be like, that's my peoples. I got to represent my peoples. I've always supported my peoples. You know? If you've been with me, I will support you. Shout out to Crypto Blood, man. You know I love Crypto Blood. One of the nicest guys in the world. Seriously, I just thinking about my peoples. He's becoming one of my peoples, man. And I love this guy. I like talking with him at the beginning of the show. I like his demeanor. I like the way he treats me. I like the way he treats others. I like the way he talks about the market. I like his insight. I like his voice. And I like the dude, man. He's a nice dude. Crypto Blood, man. I got to know him well. We spent enough time online together. Shout out to Crypto Blood, man. And throw him a subscription, man. He's the best, dude. Really awesome guy. I like Crypto Blood a lot, you know. So check him out, man. Crypto Blood. Support people that support crypto. Okay? Every single day here on the channel. So yeah, today is not the best trading day. Like normally we're like gains on gains. And today is more like, I don't know. You know, we actually had a big gainer here. We shorted Gala, right? Isn't it like Gala X? But I saw a massive double bottom for Gala. Was it Gala? Hold on. No, what one was it? Hold on. Trying to see which one it was. I forget now. Damn, the DMs are flying in. Shout out to Crypto Wolf, man. I love you, man. Yeah, I want to say something about the group here. Crypto, he said a lot of people are doing active leverage trading. And you know, meme coins isn't such a different. Sharing how much you made doesn't help anyone. Rather, sharing your ideas and charts really helps with learning. Just my thought. I agree, everyone. In my trading group, I don't want, this isn't all the other trading groups. I don't want you posting your leverage trading wins. That doesn't impress me. If you want to impress me, jump into the learning library and help a beginner. I want to see you posting, showing someone how to do divergences. It does not impress me you showing your gains. All right? And honestly, it doesn't impress me you trading the 1 minute chart either. Honestly, I think the 1 minute chart is treacherous and it's not a smart idea. But again, I don't want people to get offended when I say that. I just want you to understand that's my interpretation of the markets. And honestly, go talk to anyone who's traded for 10, 20 years. They're going to tell you the 1 minute chart is treacherous. It's not where you want to be. It's a place where you can make some quick scalps in and out, do your thing. But for the most part, your leverage trade gains don't matter to the group. If you want to brag, post the TA that you did to find the move. You don't have to include your leverage. Yeah, exactly. Show us the trade. Say, I got in it here because it bounced off this level. Show us how the trade made. I like what he's saying. Posting winnings results as emotional responses from other people. Posting charts and knowledge results in learning and new ideas. See? No 1 minute charting for me. Went all in. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to see what I shorted here. GMT. That's what we shorted. And I'll show you it real quick. So you're like, yeah, I can show you the gains. Look at my gains. That's not cool. I post a trade every once in a while to show you guys that I make gains. I also post a loss every once in a while to show you I make a loss. I'm cool with it. I'm a trader. I'm going to lose, I'm going to win. That's part of trading. The key is to make boatloads of money in a bull market so you don't have to go back to work. All right? But look, 37.7% gains. Actually went up a little more, but with the candle close, 34% gains. We called this short for GMT. It was low on the 12-hour, double bottom, ready to rock, and bang, bang, bang. So. She asked about Bored Ape Yacht Club, though. We got to get that one in. Someone asked about that. I just don't know the ticker for it. I need the ticker for it. It's like something different. She wrote it down too, so she nailed it. I just, Zero, don't forget Wendy, man. So let's take a look here. Matic 3S on the shorts. Someone asked about Matic 3S. So look, the 12 hours pushing up. You're getting extended for sure. So look, we talked about a pump here on Matic going to the upside here, right? And people ask why I talk fast, because talk fast keeps the momentum. Second I start losing the momentum, you could feel it. You could feel it immediately. I mean, Matic 3S isn't a cup and handle. Look at that. Matic did just have a massive pump. There's your cup. There's your handle. 1 hour says it's about to pump. All right. So that's just the 1 hour. You even have the shoulder, kind of massive head, right shoulder. I've seen that play out. Even just the 200-day moving average possible, or to this high volume node area. Might double top there. See, the 4 hours probably very overbought. That's not what you would open up a short. It's not a good look. See, the 4 hours very, very overbought. Needs to come back down to the trend line. So yes, the 1 hour looks scrumptious, but it's likely to just continue to trend up and down as the 4 hour presses on it to the downside. So anything is possible. If you trade this 1 hour, just know you're trading high risk, but you could get there's a chance you get the scalp. If I trade this 16% gains, I would go for the smaller measured move, and that was it. Again, I don't know, not a lot of there for Matic 3S. Possibly, I heed that 4 hour. That 4 hours is not looking good on you, Do you treat stochastics and RSI the same way in trending and sideways markets, or have you spot that they behave different? No, they tend to trade the same. All you have to do is juxtapose them with support and resistance. See, I keep telling everyone this. All you have to do is use support and resistance. It's very simple. Like, look at Matic 3S. If I delete all this work, the 4 hour, look, 4 hour was low down here. All right, let's look, right? Then it oscillated up. So look, low stochastics oscillated up. You made a high. All right, stochastics came down. You made a higher low, higher high. But then when the stochastics came down, you had to hold here and bounce. And when you started to fall, I would short that line right there. Keep shorting. And I would short till the stochastics got below the dotted line and curved. At that point, that would be here or here. I would start to let out of the short, right? Then once you got low in the stochastics, you should get a pump up. When you get a pump up, you should pump to at least the next resistance or the near previous high. But look, you did not. You pumped here and got rejected. That's a downtrend. That's likely to make a lower low. That means that Matic is in a uptrend if the short is in a downtrend. And so I wouldn't be shorting that unless the 1 hour does something great and you get above here and you change the trend, right? And then you'd be looking for a higher low, and that would be the first place to long, not the first initial pump. You pump the beginning of the trend. So you establish where the trend would be. You wait for your lower low. When the lower low comes in, you enter the trade. You don't know where they are. You have limits in orders, and that's really how I'm using stochastics RSI with support and resistance. I show this all the time in the live. Super important you're using it this way. Shout out to the 658 people on the live. Thank you so much. Now we have more likes than watchers. You never see that. You never see that. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Looks like it could be getting ready to turn into a cup and handle. Not with the 4 hour that high, my man. No way. Nope. Bitcoin moving a little bit here. And look, it's the 15-minute did a flip. See that? Flip. And it got flipped by what? Probably the 7-minute because the 7-minute flip. Yes. And it got flipped by what? A low 5-minute. 5-minute was low. How do I know that? I've been doing this for a long time. All right. So I can figure out where a time frame is by looking at another time frame. Pretty crazy, right? Super chats. Crow, Flux, HIBAC. That's what I want. HIBAYC. And now we're going to do all super chats now for a while. HYBAYC for Tether. Okay, so let's break it down. So look, this thing just came out and then it just got sold off. Like, that's what happened. That's it. You know, people must have gotten free versions of it or whatever it was. So you look at this like it's the daily. So you look at the 15-minute like you're watching the daily. That's all. Whenever you have less price action, the biggest price action, because look, if you go to the daily now, you probably got nothing. See? Nothing. You go to the 12 hour, you got nothing. You go to the 4 hour, you start to get something. You go to the 1 hour, you got kind of something. So the 15-minute is now the daily time frame. You get it? So that's going to be your biggest time frame until you get more price action. So it's simple. Time doesn't exist. The 1 hour is 1,000 years. 1,000 years is 1 minute, right? The human mind makes it feel like it's a certain amount of time, but time does not exist. We create time in our minds. So the idea, why am I saying that? Well, I'm saying that because if time doesn't exist, right, then the daily and the 15-minute are the same. It just depends on the amount of information you have on the chart, right? And that's by being meta. You got to be a meta guy. That's thinking out of the box, out of worldly, right? Meta is out of this world. Anything out of metaverse is out of the world, out of the universe, you know? When you think something meta, you're out of it. You're thinking out above it in a way, like not out of it in a way, but like expand. It's such a thought is so expansive outside of the initial trend that it's in, you know. So I can't convert those initial BitBoy heads to crypto heads. They come here and then they go back to BitBoy's channel, which is great though in a way. I like that, but it's like you see it. It's like the commanding move there, you know. So we always get a lack of. I want to rush it to 800. We are at 800 on Friday afternoon. We were doing so well. More people hit that like button. We got the likes up to 700. Kept bamming on them. Keep hitting the likes, everybody. You never know. We could turn this back around to 800. I have faith in it all, you know. So look, this looks good to me for a bounce to the upside on the 15-minute. You see? You just trade this falling wedge. Falling wedge break up 68% of the time. 10% gains. Bounce, 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 bounce. You know, you'd like some hidden bullish if you get it. You don't really have it. 7-minute is low, 15 minutes low. That's really all you have to go on. This will likely bounce to the upside, in my humble opinion, for 10% gains. There's a 68% chance this will make a gain. Again, I'm not trading this. I think it's high risk, and I'd be careful. All right. I've made money off the channel and I've only lost money off. Oh, whatever. You know what? I made a tweet recently this morning, and my tweet is to everyone that helped me out. Like, I began to cry this morning. I really did. I said, man, I looked at my Twitter followers. I was like 7,000. I looked at my life. I said, how is this possible? You know, I said, today I woke up so grateful for all I have. Thank you to everyone who helped me along the way. Huge shout out to Crypto Love, man. Like, without Crypto Love, like, he helped me out so much. He was the first YouTuber to put me out there. Jacob Canefield, he had a big channel, 50,000 subscribers. He has 92,000 followers on Twitter. And this dude also, like, he had a Telegram, and late at night, he would teach me so much. He taught me the 706. He taught me the 50-day moving average. He taught me a lot. He also taught me how to be professional. I picked up on from things that he was doing. So he's kind of a mentor of mine in a way. You know, shout out to Jacob. And then Crypto Bitcoin Chris, man. First trading group I ever joined. He taught me so much. And I became a head admin in there, and I began to grow. And then BitBoy, man, for recognizing me and put me on your channel. Like, this didn't happen by itself. The cryptolifer channel didn't happen by itself. Like, people helped me. People helped me. And I'm so grateful for it. Dear Lord, thank you. Like, oh my gosh. My life was so different for so long. For years, I struggled. For years, I wanted to be where my mind wanted me to be, and I couldn't get there. And I worried that I would never get there. I worried that I would be in despair for the rest of my life. I cannot believe the changes that have happened to me. And now I believe that anything can happen to anybody. If it happened to me, it can happen to you. Why not? It happened to me, it happened to you. It can happen to anybody that cares so much you put your whole life into it. But you must commit. You must commit. You must be disciplined. You must have the desire. You must have the dedication. You must have the discipline, and you must have the determination. I talk about the 4 Ds over and over and over again. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Bang, 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 you know. Anyway, shout out to each and every one of you. But say what you will, peeps, but Sam really is a good dude. I can attest to this personally. He is a man of his word. And say what you will, people say great things. Sam, you worked very hard for everything you have. Only you can make changes in your life. Thank you. Bitcoin's about to rip faces. We can get a squeeze. How's that bookmap looking? Thanks, Sam. Keep the positivity. I'm trying to grow up to be like you. You will grow up to be like me. Can you check out HUNNY, sir? And the TA, please? You're the best. HUNNY, man. Matt, dude, it's been a long time, Matt. Matty, who knows, dude? Matty. My man, Matty. And we're up to 700 likes, $68 in chat revenue, 619 people on the live. Unbelievable. You have helped more people than you will ever know. You give back on the daily and then some. You're definitely paying it forward, backwards, sideways, up, and all around. Thank you. Super Chats, Crow, Flux, VPVR, and HUNNY. Let's take a look at the Super Chats. Sam has helped me develop into a much more mature trader and has gained my utmost respect. Shout out to Paul Metal Nick. Thank you. Respect is key, man. If you can get respect from millions of people, you've done something right with your life. You know? 23K back to 23,000. Bitcoin bouncing on them. This is insane. Hey, the 4 hour is the bigger time frame, and that wants to rip, and it's finding a low with tweezer bottoms. You saw me buy 23. You saw me buy $3 grand worth of Bitcoin yesterday. It is what it is. I believe we're going up. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to buy Bitcoin in front of you. See, actions speak louder than words. My dad used to say this every day of my life. Actions speak louder than words, man. And you must believe it, you know. So I put my actions out there. It is what it is, right? So let's get back in here. So we did the Hive Club. That looks like it could get a bit of a move. Let's take a look at Crow, Flux. I like Flux as a project too, long term. I believe it can do damage. So Crow, look at that. Crow getting a bit of a pop today. There was some news for Crow. I felt like I read some news for Crow. But look, Bitcoin wants to do this, and Bitcoin hasn't done it yet. It's kind of funny. It's like Bitcoin's in this exact channel, but Bitcoin's like down here somewhere. Crow just said, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm going to make a move. I'm done. I'm going to break resistance. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Oh, that was the 4 hour. Nice. 1 hour's cooked, so you would look for a flag. This is what I would be if I was swing trading. Perfect place to take profit. You're far away from the 21 day. And the Stokes are high, and the MACD's telling you you're done, and the RSI's above the dotted line. If you don't take profits there, you don't know how to trade. Again, you can't do what I tell you to do. You got to learn this stuff on your own. The next trade would be when this makes a flag. So Crow is going to cool off here. Look for a bounce off of support or a flag here and continuation pattern. Let's take a look at the daily. And the daily is overbought extremely. So I would say that that is a good place to take some profit. Crow's had a nice run. Look at that. In the last week, it's up a nice 27% gains. Wow. And it broke the bear flag that should have dumped to the downside. That's actually a really good sign. If we can see, that's another thing. I go over tons of coins. And what happens is one coin will do this. Another coin will do this. And then you start getting the message from the markets. You're like, well, you know. And honestly, that is a parabola. The parabola. And that's the parabola we want Bitcoin to start making. You know. And what it'll do is it'll flag this way, go up, flag this way, and just continue up. That's beginning a parabola right there. I mean, weeks now, you'll see this later on. And what we're seeing is, see, this last one dumped on us. This one's pumping up, right? And I projected this, remember, on Bitcoin, but, it's on every coin. So we projected this idea too, We may be making it inverted to the upside. Terra 2.0 TA. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez, my man. Appreciate you, BG. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at Flux. Flux in the game here on KuCoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 700 likes. You people are unbelievable. Nobody gets it the way we get it. The biggest channels, go watch them. They get 1,500 likes. They get 1 million followers, 1,500 likes, 2,000 likes. We get half their likes, and we have literally like 0.1% of their followers. So it tells you that we're doing something amazing with retention. Super excited for that. I'm a little sad we didn't get to 8 today. I'm all a numbers guy. I wanted to get that 800. And seeing that on Friday was amazing. And we held it nicely, too. I did look, and guess what? DZ was on BitBoy. So when BitBoy's not on BitBoy, I get a little more love. Isn't that funny? So people love BitBoy, man. Flux in a bit of a flag here, right? Getting high on the 1 hour. It looks like it may come down for a nicer entry. So either you're going to get a pop out, a retest buy, or you're going to get rejected and come on down. I wait for the stochastics to reset for my entries. So I'm either getting there on the retest or there on the low. Flux looks nice, though. Let's take a look at Flux in the daily. Flux in the daily is overbought. Like most coins, we've had a nice run up. The last few days, things have been nice. The last 2 weeks, we've had a run up really in the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance stressed out a little bit. We'd be getting pumped to the upside. So boom, boom, boom. There's gotta be a little pullback. So look at the daily. I look at the daily for a lot of the stuff. I pull a Fibonacci and I don't touch it. This is why I like my trading style, because it can keep you from just... So what you do is just put an alert down here. You might miss it. I don't mind missing it, because that means it was lower risk to get a trade that comes down here than high risk, Dude, I wouldn't even look at HUNNY, Matt. I think HUNNY's done, Matt. Like, this is the VPVR right here, right? How you add it to your groupings is you type in VRVP, Visible Range Volume Profile. Click on that, and it shows up right here. It will be thick. Hit settings. Turn the 240. It will be 24. Turn that to a 0. Hit a 0 there. Hit it to 240. Go to indicators, or up here to templates. Save that template as your VPVR. Once you add, look, I add something to the chart. Look, I added let me show you how I set up my chart, if you're new, because you may be new. First thing we do, look, I'm going to delete everything and set up the chart fresh. All right? I'm going to show you how to make a template, all that. This is going to be fun. I haven't done this. I don't think I've done this in a long time. So if we delete everything here, and we get rid of all our indicators, I'm going to record this if I can and put it in the learning library. I take up too much of the brain power. Let's see. Come on, baby. Because I'm using OBS. I'm trying to record with OBS Studio. I'm using Streamlabs. There it goes. All right, cool. So here's a blank chart, everyone. I just want to show this for everyone in the trading group, everyone that just joined. you want to stay with the group, right? And to be with the group, you want to be able to add the same indicators we all add. So you're going to go to tradingview.com. You're going to go to indicators. You're going to type in CBC 5MA DRS and click on that. That's going to give you 5 moving averages colored the proper way: the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. That's all you need, all right? Bang. The next thing you're going to add is the MACD, MACD, the regular MACD. No, nothing crazy. The next thing you're going to add is the RSI, Relative Strength Index, the updated version, all right? All right? Next thing you're going to add is you're going to type in RSI again, but you're going to type in stochastics RSI with divergences. And then the next thing you're going to add is the VRVP, Visual Range Volume Profile. But when you click on that, you're going to right-click it, hit Settings. You're not done yet. Stay with me. You're going to turn this to 0. Once you've done all that and you've got it ready to go, you're me now. All right? You can also click this, right-click. You can also right-click the chart, hit Settings, and look, I added a gradient to the appearance. See? And made it cool. You can do that by adding a gradient and making this look kind of professional and fun. At the end of the day, once you have it the way you like it, and the looks cool and all that, go up here, Save Indicator Template. Click on that, name it cryptolifer template or lifer template, you know? And now, whenever you go, you're not going to have to set it up every time. It's ready, it's waiting for you. See, look, I have AA Lifer Vision Mode. That's my lifer template, ready to go. It's got my VRVP. It's got my 5 moving averages. It's got everything that I use to get it in, all right? And there you have it. Yep, it did actually stop the buffering. So, anyway. So, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me make sure I get through the Super Chats. VPVR and HUNNY. HUNNY, let's look at HUNNY. It's been a long time, though. I would give up on HUNNY completely, but I think I still have some HUNNY somewhere. Staking, right? But it was like Bunny, and then we had HUNNY, you know? It's back at, it's less than a penny. It's a half of a penny now. Crazy, right? I think this is pointless, Maddie, but I'll do it for you because I love you, kid, and you've been around for a long time. Oh, wow, it's been bumping lately. It's funny you say that. So, HUNNY just made a big move. Up 130% gains out of HUNNY. Up 133. Look, the 33 strikes again. HUNNY. Unbelievable. So it's down to the dumps for sure. Like it's the low, like it got banged, you know. But wow, it's been pumping back to the upside on some miraculousness. However, it is down at the very dumps. What if HUNNY comes back? That would be crazy. I don't think it will, honestly. It is up 130% in the day. This is a meme coin. Everyone be very careful. Maddie, I'd be super careful about this, man. I don't know if I can do like serious TA on this. I mean, it's got to get it back above this resistance. It's got a long leg to rise up, you know. But you never know. HUNNY, man. HUNNY Finance, the decentralized world of crypto. Crazy. Do you peeps realize so many others charge for this knowledge? Join the group today, peeps. This is just a taste of what's in there. Have you looked at IOTX, Lifer Template, the Money HUNNY, right? Remember when CryptoFace was on BitBoy's show and said that the bull run was over and that BitBoy didn't quite believe him, but CryptoFace ended up being right? How did CryptoFace know this? He just said it and he got lucky, bro. You know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion. Honestly, I called the bull run over too, you know, so I knew it too. So, you know, look at this. It's starting to move just as we talked about. It's breaking up. And I didn't give a lot of charts today, so, you know. Look, I knew Bitcoin was done. And you'd be like, how? We called it here on the channel. It was so obvious. It was like the most obvious idea ever. Look, we went to the weekly chart. I'm a divergence trader. I do everything by divergences. Divergences tell you everything. And all you need to know is them. Bitcoin was swinging up here to the upside. It made a higher low. But the RSI made a lower low. That told us we were done. I called this top. If you were in my channel, if you're watching us, we called this. I also talk about when the price action got away from the 21 and we were in a rising wedge. Bitcoin was in a rising wedge. They break down 68% of the time. And you were away from the 21-day moving average. You were also extremely high on the stochastics. And you see me use stochastics every day. I tell you, if I'm high on the stochastics, I'm out, right? We were high on the stochastics, high on the RSI, high on the MACD, and we had bearish divergence. There was no way we were going up anymore. The technicals were so spot on that we were done. I called the top right there. You can go back to my channel and watch me. You can go to those simple times and look at what I was saying. I'm live every day, so you can go watch me. You can see me pointing out the bearish divergence over and over again and saying it's likely we're going to drop at least to the white line. I actually even have it profiled in my profile. Now, I didn't know we were going to go lower. I thought 42K, but then I took it level by level, and then when we got rejected by 59 here, 59, 59, 59, that was the message that we were going to dump. The more you try to hit a resistance and the more you don't break it, the likely you're going to go down. So, sorry, I don't mean I want to hit the plus sign and move the chart. So what we're looking at was here. I remember this so clearly. This area here, 59. All right, yeah, make it smaller, though, like the daily. We just kept trying to get above 59K. I always remember this right here. 60, 60, 57, 58, 60, 60. And I was like, man. And every 2 days, it was like, here we go again. Here we go again. And I was like, and I told everyone, I'm like, that's whack. I'm like, and then the stochastics reset in the daily. So we were this high. Stochastics reset in the daily. And I tell everybody, this is my trading style. It's very simple. You make a high. The stochastics reset. If you do not make a previous high, you got to short the market. So you made a higher high on the stochastics, but you didn't make a higher high here. There was also bearish divergence right here that we called out on. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down right there. So if you didn't even catch the bigger one on the weekly, we called the one here on the daily. This was obviously a top. I called this top flat out, like hands down. So again, I don't know what he was doing to call the top, but that's how I was able to call the top, you know. Check my attitude, none of that. Lifer bought 3,000 in Bitcoin on the live. Did CryptoFace ever do that? cryptolifer, does blue and yellow area represent buy and sell pressure? If so, which is which? I mean, dude, you guys ask questions that you could answer yourselves. I'm sorry to say, but I'm a self-sufficient individual, right? If you wanted to know something about an indicator, why don't you right-click the settings and hit on it? Hit the style, and look, value area up, value area down. Doesn't that answer the question for you? Okay. Super Chat's Luna. Let's take a look at Luna, and then I'm out of here for the day. Wow, Luna looks good in the daily, though. Look at that. Actually, no, this is one of those charts that got ruined and, like, isn't right. It's not complete anymore. See? They, like, messed up some of these charts, and, like, they don't play out anymore. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is one that, like, got fragmented, right? Lu Chao. No. I want to... CoinTrader Pro might have it here. I'm sure I wish I would have been on here back then and would have known this knowledge. Yes, CryptoFace does show his trades while he is live. He doesn't really, though. He shows the trade after he entered the trade. I've never really seen him enter the trade live. He shows the trade once he's in it. And then if it dumps, he's like, I'm out, and he disappears. And if the trade goes well, he stays live. So he only really lives if he's up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most people, like, right? He has shown big losses, though. He's shown big losses. I respect that dude. He's cool. I got nothing against him. I don't know why people always try to pin everyone against each other. Like, just because I'm the lifer, he's the... I don't know. Like, whatever he wants to do. He's not me, I'm not him, right? No regrets is unhealthy. Only positive change for the future. Exactly. Do you use BOL for crypto? Never heard of it. Kind of sucks that I don't have a good... Dude, did Terra really go back up to $0.85? That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, I've been watching Terra here, Luna Classic. This is back at the 706 fib. I mean, that's a giant cup and handle. If Bitcoin pops, this thing's going up 234% gains. I threw a little long-term hold on this because look at what it's doing. It's consolidating so nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing made some serious damage to the upside, you know? So be careful. Watch that. Watch USTC. All right, everyone. Congrats, man. Soon I feel the same way. I appreciate you. Anytime, man. Bollinger Bands. Yeah, I've used them for years on and off. They're cool. They work. But they're basically like my moving average strategy. It's very similar to the MACD. If you use the Bollinger Bands, very similar to the MACD. Right? It's just he's using correlation deviations away from moving averages. You know? So I wanted to trade this FRA. I'm a little upset about this FRA because it's been on my radar. And I would have been all over this thing. But today's the first day of the trade. Like, look, today's it's kind of back. Today's it's back. For a long time, the chart wasn't proper, so I couldn't get a handle on it. You know, like it was fragmented. Today it's back. Thank God the chart's back. But Findora, I wanted to trade with the group, but I could not because I couldn't see proper price action, and I couldn't. You know, if I can't see proper price action, I can't make calls. And Findora blasting to the upside, unbelievable. We talked about this down here at this double bottom. This just went out of control. Front row. Look at this. We were buying it down here. We were buying front row right here at the 706 fib. Look at that. Massive gains. We bought down there. See? That's what we do here. Look at that. Front row up 100% gains. I mean, that's insanity. Like, things that you learn on this channel, things that you wouldn't have known about. SWINGBY, we talked about it today, continues to go to the upside. Bang, bang, bang for SWINGBY. Like, I put it exactly at the place with the diamond, with the measured move, and it went even past that measured move. Unreal, right? That's crazy. And I lost my energy. As I got the energy, I'm like, bang, 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 bang. Man. This market, it just takes a lot out of you some days. Look at coal just pumping out of that move. The whole market just makes a move, man. Craziness. That short. NMR on the radar for possible more gains because it seems to be kind of making higher lows on an uptrend. We gave you two here. Look, it banged on them. 74% gains for NMR. Continue to go up. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. So look, it made like an inverted head and shoulder here, but look, it just can't. I don't care what Bitcoin does today. It's got to get out of this channel. If it continues to get overbought and get into the zone where it is and not make it through, so like the short squeeze has to be a full-blown short squeeze. Like we got to get up here. Bitcoin's got to arrive somewhere in this circle. All right, challenge this node and get above resistance. It's got to hold at 23,100, 23,200. It's got to get a 1 hour candle to close above 23,150 area, really, in my humble. It's got to get above this resistance. If it does not get above this resistance, expect more downside. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they flip around. Bitcoin's got to close a candle 23,150, 200 area in this circle. It's got to, all right? It's about to get overbought again on the 1 hour, and it's not getting above resistance. So Bitcoin must break above resistance to remain bullish. It's that simple, all right? Get rid of my yellow balance line. I really don't need it anymore. So I was cautious to post tons of setups right now because it's sketchy, right? You're seeing up and down movement. Bitcoin gets above here, makes it and gets settled. Then it's breaking a resistance. We can say that the 4 hour made a higher low. Things are kind of changing. We don't get above here, and we keep getting rejected by here, then it's not happening. So here we go. As I ask, 23,100. Bitcoin, you got to keep going, baby. You got to get the short squeeze into the zone. Bitcoin must close a candle above this area or it gets rejected and heads down here. It's that simple, everybody. That's facts. So you're watching this area to hold and get above. At that point, we'll look for a flag on the 1 hour, and we'll reconvene from there, all right? And I'll be scanning the markets and looking for something. And once we get above that, I'll feel more confident to post a bunch of altcoin trades. So, again, I run a trading group. I would love to just keep posting stuff, but I have to at one point say, hey. All right, we got to watch the market here. I'm not going to chew people. You know, I don't want to get chewed down. To the newbies out there, trading is an extensive learning process. I've been watching Lifer for over a year. I've watched him grow as a trader, adding new wrinkles over time. I do have new wrinkles. I have a new wrinkle here in my face that I never had from squinting now. My wife pointed out. I have a new wrinkle right here from doing this all the time. From squinting to look at the chat. I actually got a wrinkle. It's kind of sad. Yeah, Bitcoin's waiting for the S&P to do something, and that's why we watch ES1. Bitcoin's directly correlated to the ES1, E-mini futures, all right? And we went over those today, and look, the 1 hour, the 1 hour is overbought, and you really didn't get above a resistance. So this is the same idea here. Bitcoin's right there. Bitcoin's either going to dump or pump, just like the S&P. And the S&P says it's got to get, so the S&P needs a short squeeze or it's not happening too. So we need candles. I'd like the candle to close up here. At least above the trend line, though, would be great. Somewhere up in here. So you can see they're both stuck on a top trend line. The S&P and Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 23K, the S&P at 4,100, right? So we get above the zone and we push up, Bitcoin's pushing up. We get rejected and we push down, or we get a fake out for the bears, for the bull trap, Bitcoin's dumping down, all right? That is what it is, okay? As long as there's no wrinkles in them blue faces. Ha, 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 ha. More wrinkles just mean you gain a new rank, and it's being displayed, I guess. Lifer Group will take you from zero to hero pretty quickly. Seeing them pump Bitcoin thousands at the very end to close a candle. I know. Which hardware wallet do you recommend? The Trezor Touch. I love the Trezor Touch. I mean the 4 hour. All right, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I covered my ticker too. But it makes not financial advice strong, right? That's funny. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow at the next live. Thank you so much for being here. I'll check you on the next live stream. Thank you for being here, everyone.